So, since Donald Trump and Elon Musk are the names of the hour, let me tell you a little bit more about something that you should pay attention to. And this is going to piss off some left leaning people. There are, well, I don't know any, and I mean any, president that we've ever had that we can really learn something from them to actually emulate. I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. And I mean that, to actually emulate, to look to really say, wow, I can do that myself. Because I see that in Donald Trump. I'm not speaking of Elon Musk. I think some people, if you look at my previous videos, you can see what I think about Elon Musk. Do I think that him and Doge is doing a great job? Yes, but as far as him as a person, there's some concerns. But I'm set that aside right now. I'm talking about DJT and a few things that we can learn that he's emulating while you're sitting back mad, angry, have smoke coming out your ears while you're bashing, you're speaking words of hate, which only damages you. It's not going to damage or stop him, especially if God did call him at for a time such as this. Well, while you're doing that, here's a few things. Number one is that this man, when he speaks, he actually speaks faith. It sounds like he doesn't come out and say, I'm going to speak words of faith. I'm going to call those things out that be not as though they were. He doesn't start off by saying that. He speaks, America is beautiful. America is prospering. He speaks words of faith. Even though there's corruption, even though there's stuff that needs to be done, but he's doing something to make it better. And he speaks those words of faith. He speaks those things that are not as though they were. And he's been doing that from the day he came on the scene. Number two, he can teach us how to stay on the assignment, because many of us who have not even gone through a fraction. Now, he had a whole world against him, literally. A whole nation and a whole world. They were smear campaigns, character assassination, real assassination attempts. There was the draining of finances. There was lawsuits, all these things to tear this man down. And he stayed on the assignment. Many of us, especially those who are people of faith, can learn that. Don't seize this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity to seize, because through him we can see a person that, despite this is like hardcore on every side, no one believes you, even the people you're seeking to help. There was no reason for him to even attempt to run for presidency the second time. There was not even the first time, but especially the second time, being that it's costly, but he did it anyway. He stayed on the assignment. That speaks to me right there, because I've had some trials as a minister, trials, tribulations, pains, things that that is unrelated but related to your call, that can tear you down, mess you up as a person. And he has shown that even when the whole world literally is against you, which you and I normally would not have, that you still stay on the assignment. Number three is he speaks, or he stands in faith. Because when you have your whole person, including your whole life, that's under attack, you're not moving based upon selfish measures. There's something deeper and greater that's happening. There was a prophecy, I'm sure, whether it was Paula White or other members that he surrounded himself with from the faith side of things, that has told him about the prophecy of Kim Clement, of the prophet Kim Clement. That was back in 2014, 2013. And that that I believe that has impacted him, but even more so, there's something that is stirring in him that he may not even know, that is pushing him. He is walking by, and the fact that he's running again, believing that he'll still have a life, because we're not talking about your friends and your family, and people at work and making work impossible. You're talking about multi-billionaires that want you to shut up because they have something else in mind, and you're kind of like the wrench in the middle of it, and you're stopping that. And I know that to be factual. And so for him to say a second time, that's a faith walk right there. After getting shot, oh yeah, that's a faith walk right there. And he's been doing, and here's number four. Number four is determination. That you're determined to do what you said you was going to do, despite all the naysayers and the little, those people. You're still plowing through. And you're looking at, for some of us, I mean, we can barely balance a budget, a few bills and some credit card debt. But this is something completely different. I mean, he already had lots of zeros in his bank account. And his wealth was built upon him building. The man likes to build stuff. That's his forte. That's always been Trump. But now he's doing something that, regardless of all the I mean, it's disgusting to hear, because many of us, the way I see it, the way we talk about this man, the left-wingers, it is likened to the man and the woman that's having an argument, and the man is driving a car, kids in the back. Woman is mad, so she decides she's going to punch him in the face, claw out his eyes while he's driving. That's what we're doing when we're speaking ill against the one who has to lead us. Like him or not, he's president. Get over it and get into alignment, because you do have forces that don't want to see America or your children, that have very sinister, nefarious agendas. And here's a good time to say, this is for entertainment purposes only. So there's more, because after determination, the fact that you're going to make sure you do what you said you was going to do. He also, number 5, he knew how to, he has a knack for surrounding himself with the right people to get the job done, whatever the job is. And the team, the cabinet that he's assembled, this is like one of the greatest in history. And I know that the Democrats and the far lefters are probably thinking of a way of scrubbing all of this out of history. That's why I pray he wins big, because that means America wins big. That's just like trying to cut off the nose of a plane while it's in the air. It's just dumb. And so, in closing, we can take this opportunity, whether you like him or not. There are so many things you can learn from him to prosper for yourself. And go back and revisit, for those who are in the household of faith, go back into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29. This is during the time that the people were taken captive, despite all of the prophecies of Jeremiah, trying to say, look, the Babylonians are coming as judgment because you're disobeying God. They just was like, eat, drink, be merry, I'm going to do what I want to do. Similar to what we see today. And then when they came into captivity, there were some prophets who were saying, we're going to fight. But God said through Jeremiah, don't do that. He said, bless them, because in you blessing them, you're going to be blessing yourself. And that's the word that I conclude and leave with you. As you're blessing your president, you're going to be blessing your household. God bless you. Let me know your thoughts inside of the chat. I would love to know. And don't forget to like, share, and to follow me. God bless you.